a player part of a dynasty roster, which was just, I mean, call him what you will, he is a world champion. He's a absolute beast, and he's probably one of the favorites here to take it all today. But we'll see how it goes for Team TP.
We sure will. Right now, watching Doc, who surely did not get the kill in this clip, right? And he's upset about it.
Without a doubt.
Like, oh.
There are two people in this world that watch kill cams more than any others. One of them being Maven, the other Dr. Disrespect. Having to truly understand frame by frame what went wrong, why, all the variables in at play. I mean, it's a true art. The analysis of, I mean, I don't even know what he's saying right now. But you know, it's like, it's something about how weak and unathletic that player was and how bad the game was. It's every reason under the sun. But hey, you got to respect it. A player on the other side of the board that would also be doing their homework is, of course, Karma, a three-time Call of Duty, now retired world champion. He was on the Seattle Surge for a long time. We wish him nothing but love and good luck in his career now as a streamer. But Karma, he's a guy also who spends a lot of time self-analyzing.
I mean, even it's so much so that you've got a green screen, but you don't use it. For me, that says it all. Karma's got bigger and more important things to do than faff around with a green screen. He's got a tournament to win.
He sure does, and he'll be going up against. This team sounds so stupidly stacked to me. You have Seth, you have Scumpy, and Formal on the same team. Just first off, right? Then you fill that out with Cloaksy, who is a professional gamer in his own right and in his own world. This team sounds so stacked to me, Miles.
Yeah, this is a terrifying prospect. You know, this roster is, you've got Cloaksy, you can basically do anything, and then you've got two of the greatest Call of Duty players to ever touch the game. So Atlas Superstore is a very, very bad place to be right now for literally everyone involved outside of those three players. But again, Atlas is a dangerous drop. There's loads of cash there. The idea is that you land, you get as much money as you can, maybe you get lots of kills. A very, very hot drop, smack bang in the middle of the map. And this actually looks like a very, very hot drop indeed. Look at that mini map, tons of little red arrows, and look at this already. Cloaksy's ripping folks, ripping them.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is what they want. These want the engagements. They go here, they want to pick up these kills, they want a hot start, more cash, more kills, and they can really kind of get their game going. But kind of touching on what you were saying before, you know, this is a scary, scary team. We've got to remember that these aren't like, and don't get me wrong, it would be fun to see them run into each other, but these are pros versus, you know, pub players, for sure.
Civilians.
So yes, poor people who are running into the wrong lobby. So it's going to be interesting to see who they run into. I'm sure along the way we've got, did you say 93 streamers right now? Someone's got to meet someone, right, at the Superstore? I hope so.
It's interesting when we think about this, though. There are 93 streamers playing in this competition, but there are millions of people playing Warzone. I mean, what was the last number released by Activision Infinity War? It was like 50 million players. Like, that is a lot of lads and dads. That's a lot of people running around as Captain Price right now.
Captain Price is everywhere. Yeah, chat, one thing you guys can do, please let us know if you notice that two of our stream teams are in the same game, because I want to see that. I want to see if they run into each other. It's not exactly super likely, and a lot of them will have things over their maps just have to make it difficult to know. But if it seems like they're in the same lobby, let us know in chat. I'll get the admin team on it.
Aiden finds himself out of his gulag. Not a surprise to be caught in the gulag early on. Again, like not by no stretch is this a question of a player's skill or ability, especially when it comes to landing in Atlas Superstore. There are so many corners. It's a dark and scary, dangerous place. And, you know, and getting caught out, maybe not getting the first gun, maybe just getting, you know, unlucky or double teamed at that time. Not a problem for any of these players to just hit the gulag, get straight back in, you win your ones, and then before you know it, yeah, like Aiden is now, he's looted up and he's ready to get back in the fight.
So many variables. Obviously, go into the gulag as well. You are going to get that extra kill. You know, people make a joke about it, but get there, get an extra one, and come right back. And those can all add up. Of course, every kill equals a point. But Scump and company, of course, now rocking those loadouts. He's gone for that Grau MP5. Looks like he's got a little bit of a different grip on that Grau. Of course, every single player has their preference. You think about, you know, the mono suppressor on the MP5, and you go for that integral. But they've got a trophy, they've got a car, and they are about to cause havoc, it seems, right now. 2 trophies. I'll correct myself.
I mean, that car is essentially indestructible right now. It takes a fair amount of shots with a Grau just to get this one done, but Now they're going to be able to handle literally anything thrown at them. Scump is going to be picked up. Well, a couple of shots there, but not able to get much of it. And this is a difficult thing to worry about in these games. Like, you get your eyes set on one team, but there are so many players in these lobbies. And there is a rumor going around that we may see the number of players increase to Verdansk to 200. That
Oh my goodness.
is a terrifying prospect.
It's already enough. Oh no, Doc! What happened?
Oh, it's
Oh, it was Sim!
It's Symphony.
Oh!
Priester and Symphony and Doc and everyone in the mix. And oh, you see the frustration. See
I
you
mean,
in the
that's
gulag,
not,
buddy.
that's not exactly little Timmy killing Doc there. That's a pretty good player. Symphony just puts Doc on his back. That is great. And again, it's a shame because quads came out earlier today. We could have had another player on these teams, but that would have honestly thrown this this whole operation into complete disarray. Let's face it. That would have been a very, very dangerous last-minute adjustment.
It's hard to divide 93 by 4.
Yep.
Yeah, a bit of a difficult one. One thing I will say, there's obviously, points up for grabs for, final placing. And knowing you're in the same lobby now as the likes of Dark or Symphony or whoever it is on either squad, like, that first place position, which, theoretically, when you've got such stacked squads, you'll be looking for pretty much most of the time. Only one can come out the winner. And, all these points, of course, add up. But Tupac is out of the gulag and is heading back. But to Superstore, I'm not too sure.
Maybe not. Oh, no, his teammates are still good. Doc actually managed to win his gulag, but now, this is a dangerous Superstore to begin with, but now you're dealing with 3 of the other best players, on Verdansk right now. And again, just for anyone wondering at home, the chances of these players coming up against each other is incredibly low. And the fact that we have managed to get that within the first few seconds of the show, Tupac Thudlog's down again. No more
Symphony
for him.
That was Symphony again.
Symphony, he's taking names at the Superstore.
Doc's actually just taken down Symphony, so it seems like trade for trade right now, and it's probably very frustrating at this time because, again, if one of them loses their gulag, they're coming back at a 3v2. You've got to really have those numbers, and you see Karma with that heartbeat sensor trying to see if anyone's landed, but he's off to the buy. He's not got a lot of cash. Oh, he has. I correct myself. 5,100. Getting ever so close to that loadout, but it looks like he might be buying Tupac back.
You can get Tupac back. It's not a problem. There we go. Going to get a quick revive for him. He's only got 2 kills to his name. And the fact that they've started this one... What was that? Karma just managed to... What is this engagement?
No.
Funky Baker 237 sitting up top of the gun store. And I had a point a moment ago, but that's just going to go after he managed to walk clean over a Claymore. That's a bug.
Question marks?
Question. That's not used as intended.
Like, if we can wipe them, then we can literally...
Here is the team themselves that just ripped the Doc and Tupac Thug Lord just a moment ago. But they've actually just, they haven't gone for the full clean wipe on them. They're just going to keep their kills going. Symphony was 7 already. Here's the thing. A lot of players probably don't, a lot of viewers probably don't know who Tupac Thug Lord is. He's the search and destroy coach for the professional Call of Duty team, the Chicago Huntsmen. So he's not necessarily like a Battle Royale specialist, but this is a dude who's clearly very, very intelligent when it comes to playing COD, and obviously has the skills. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he, transfers those skills into the BR space. And
well,
coming back.
It's the only game mode where you have limited lives, right?
Yeah.
In the competitive scene. So like it has even more relevance than Respawn. Oh, but he finds some shots.
Those shots are absurd.
That was Karma.
Yep, that was Karma.
The ironic thing about that whole thing was that was bounty. Karma was the actual bounty. What there? So you saw them hunting, and as soon as that lit up, they knew they had to get up in that chopper, get over to them, because they've said it. I mean, you heard Symphony saying, if we can wipe them, we're good. Because not only we're putting a favorite team down pretty much straight away, but they can get a lot of kills. They were being fed them at the start by Superstore. We saw Symphony was 7. I think he's looking for number 8 now, but all in all, looking pretty good. Of course, partnered with Priester.
Yeah, Priester was 6 of his own. And again, you get rid of the other team in the lobby that are going to potentially, scoop up all your kills. This is a great start for this squad. And let's face it, the third's not a bad pickup on the other side. Huskers, not bad at the game whatsoever, let's be honest. I mean, Priester, he's just coming off of a 2nd place in the last Call of Duty League home series, so plenty to prove. We gave him a little bit of critique. We were like, maybe he's spending too much time with Verdansk and not enough time with the team practicing, but hey, man, you got to do what you got to do, right?
It's going to pay off today.
You bet. The way he's shooting.
If he doesn't win, we'll just critique him and saying he's not spending enough time in Verdansk, okay? We are his biggest critic. No matter what he does, it ain't good enough, but... a nice little kilo loadout here is picked up. One of the better weapons I like to pick up the start. Big magazine. Take out a couple of squads with it.
I'm down to push it.
And
With
he's
you.
got his MP7 partnered with it, but it's funny seeing kind of the crossover between the streamer world and the professional COD player world, because let's be honest, they can all shoot pretty straight.
Inside here, dead.
Oh, he knew right where that was.
We have money to buy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Look at that Twitch Rivals overlay. It's just so interesting to see so much information going the way. All the players involved. There are so many streamers on this broadcast right now. 93. That is absurd.
All right. Have a split.
Yeah.
And again, it's a dangerous time to be running Warzone right now. This sort of time during the day, 2:27 p.m. Pacific, I probably wouldn't be gaming, but just the idea that you could be running these lobbies and you have no idea the terror, the hell that awaits you when you just drop into a lobby, trying to have a good time with some friends, maybe having an afternoon drink.
Wait, who didn't have gulag?
Focus up, Phil.
More plates.
Focus up. Let's get it.
I killed Doc.
It's one of the things I love working Twitch Rivals. It's so engaged. We're in the chat. We're reading the chat as much as we possibly can. We're trying to call the game. We're trying to give this overview of everything that's happening. It is such it's such an engaging experience, man. It's so fun.
But it's so fun at the same time, and it's very different from what we normally do, by all means. But it's good to, I don't want to say relax, because it's certainly not relaxed. There's a lot going on right now, and it's just fun to see how so many people from so many different places all over the world are just, well, over North America at this stage, but kind of come together and make these teams. Of course, you got Nick Merckx, Doozy, aka Swag.
Right there.
We saw obviously Nick Merckx make some incredible plays. His Twitter feed has been pretty impressive so far. I don't know if you saw that clip of him downtown with a growl. Took down about 17 people in about 4 seconds.
Is this the
Might
one
be
where he,
exaggerating a little bit there, but you know what I mean.
it's the one where you opened up with a C4 onto a truck and then jumped off the building?
Oh, honestly, I think that was like part 3 of part 7. It was just ridiculous. You know, he was taking down a chopper, he was flying on teams, he was just backtracking, and honestly, I don't know what his teammates were doing at the time. He was just having a lot of fun downtown, which you can't say for everyone usually, but that place is stressful.
I mean, I'm looking for that Fortnite meteor to just come out of nowhere and take care of downtown. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm the only
Wouldn't be
person
mad.
who wants that. If we can get a collab, please, between Fortnite and Modern Warfare, it'd be great to just erase downtown. Turn it into a crater. I don't care. I'm never going there again. I'm not even going to go close to that location on the map. Crack open stadium. That's the next rumor we've got going on. I'm with it. I'm with it.
We're all with it. We've all had those campers on top stadium. That's probably something you're not going to see today by some of these streamers. Not usually the strategy for high kill games, for sure, but you never know. Loadout for Nick Merckx and squad.
Again, growl. You are not going to see a lot of variance from the growl. The only thing we really see typically, what are you going to get rid of maybe the laser and replace that with a sight of some kind, or you're going to replace, you know, one of the grips, whether it's a stippled grip or you go in I think it's the exo grip, the one that's kind of like fully hollow, increases mobility. There's going to be very little variance there, but I am noticing a lot of changes in between everyone's MP5 classes. We're not seeing as many monolithic suppressor as I thought we would. There's the integral suppressor, which is, in my opinion, a lot better, dude. But it's interesting to note. Again, it's personal preference. It's how that weapon handles. It's what you are willing to sacrifice. I would expect an FTAC collapsible stock, you know, for absolute speed, for the maximum speed to weight ratio. But hey, man, I don't know. It's personal preference.
Oh, for sure. And you're always changing things up. Some things you can't see is the add-ons as well, like whether you're using sleight of hand, whether you're using kind of a perk on top of that weapon as well. So keep that in mind. One thing I find interesting is which players use the 50 mag and 60 mag on the growl. I was watching a video the other day where obviously, you know, the larger the clip, the slower it is to aim down sight. You want that speed, but apparently the 50 mag doesn't actually increase the aim down sight speed at all to the stock 30 mag. So I'm certainly a 50 mag kind of guy myself.
There is someone out there with a spreadsheet full of percentages and milliseconds. It's true. It's 100% true. And oh boy, that is a great bounty to have found. That's what, a guaranteed 4, maybe more kills. Again, you're not counting players who are running the ghost perk. So Cloaksy, it may be time to feed.
And he's on his own right now.
1 second. He's pushing you. I'll kill him in 2 seconds.
Interesting sometimes just to kind of listen to these players too.
It looked like for a moment there he may have had a kill streak. But over to Formal, his teammate, one half of the T2P gang. Formal, a celebrated Call of Duty player. Lovely
Cloaksy went down.
shots.
Oh, Cloaksy finished.
Oh, Cloaksy cleaned up. That's all right. These boys are rolling. In cash for now, Sethy Seth, aka Scump, the Scumper, Jumper, Pumper, etc., etc. Has got
Double
a-
digits. He's got himself 10.
It looks like double digits for the whole team right now, so that's like 30-something kills minimum.
Literally directly in front of us.
Not a bad start. Still 33 left in the lobby.
You see him at the head
The
of
one thing I love about Warzone as well, which is a little different, obviously you see these kill races,
right here.
is the fact that kind of the fear factor isn't there for some of these players. Closely kind of going in against potentially like 4 or more players at that time. Probably wasn't going to win or kill all 4, you know, probability pretty low, but he's willing to kind of take that fight, go to the gulag. Maybe if he loses gulag, can always be bought back. Look at the cash in Scump's back pocket right there. And sometimes, you know, high risk, high reward with some of these kill races. You've got to split up. You've got to kind of go on that lone wolf mission. But right now, just T2P in the lobby here for the squad. Cloaksy is coming back, though.
One thing you can say, though, when there's 4 hours to get your best 3 games in, I mean, play differently, try, experiment a little bit. You know, if you're never going to know. You send Cloaksy in, just let him off leash, let him absolutely rip it like Scump is right now up close. Again, you seeing how dangerous the MP5 is at close range? Like, not even the MP7 is getting it done there. Like, it's just disgusting. I mean, truly disgusting.
So powerful. It's the damage of the MP5, which is really to be feared. Because the fire rate of the MP7 is kind of crazy. Much like the Fennec, we've not really touched on that, and that weapon in particular. You've had a good amount of usage of it, Miles. You're a big advocate of it, but
It's tough, though, man.
Terrorizes the team.
Now, here's a weird thing. So we just watched Scump murder Mara in game, right? That's the real-life Mara below on screen, Alex Zedra, who has just finished a pretty slow game. Let's be honest, that wasn't a great one for the squad. But again, it's not a problem. You just leave. You got 4 hours to make this work.
Yeah, best 3 games. Even your warm-up games technically add to your points.
The one bonus to that one is, you know, the one you're loading up into next does not contain Scump, Cloaksy, and Formal.
Yeah.
They're still in this one.
That's all you can hope.
Zone is closing in, though, and again, it feels like Cloaksy now regrouped with the squad. Feels like they're very comfortable in kind of letting him play on his own and almost kind of split up. You see Formal, he's off around lumber, around that farmland. Of course, the first place, I feel, is almost a must with these. These guys are going to pick up a lot of wins over the period of the 4 hours, and of course, it gives you that little boost in points. So,
now we did expect to see a lot of wins in our last event. And Miles, if you remember, we saw precious few actually.
Yeah.
It became more difficult to see the wins. I don't know if this, the lobbies were intense or what, but yeah, I would expect this team to win every game, right? But no, it was like second place was pretty common.
We saw quite a few second places. Again, it's that when you're playing those really aggressive, high risk, high reward, you know, high kill games, it's difficult to do so. For those who don't know what's going on now, this Cloaksy, Formal, and Scump have just bought 3 UAVs and popped them simultaneously, which acts as an advanced UAV that shows you where everyone is in game, except for the players using Ghost, of course. But you get to see exactly where they're looking. So as long as those 3 are up, you get a ton of information. It's just, get your mini-map out now, mark as many things as you can, and then just get out there and start harvesting these poor players.
looks like Scum went down in that battle as well, so Cloaksy had to reposition. Pop another few plates. Oh, and he's going to take one down straight over that brick wall. Cluster strike has been called in.
I'm coming with him,
Or has it? I don't think it was, actually. I think he might have put that away. I have no idea, but it certainly isn't coming down on the map, that's for sure.
Yeah, not yet. Cloaksy, he's had that for some time now. Don't hear a self-revive in there, but these players are trapped. Cloaksy is going to get in there with his broom and just mop them up. Makes it look so easy. He's actually running attack laser on his MP5, so that MP5 is going to be even more accurate and faster on the draw. So again, little things here or there. Players like to make adjustments. There is no perfect weapon. There really isn't. It's just what you love. I mean, we're pretty close to perfection with the Growler. I'm not going to dress this up any other way, kids. That thing's broke. It's too good.
I think you perfect it for your usage as well. Like, I know some of the players like to run the 5mm laser on the MP5 and just hit fire everything in sight. You know, if you're a close and personal kind of guy, you've just got to really kind of tailor it to how you play. But you're right, Grau MP5, absolute monster weapons. And in the top left, we saw Cloaksy and I believe Scump or Formal, one of the two now, pushing a team which seems to be camping on the very edge of the map. I think they're about to meet their demise, though.
Yeah, we've been here. Hassan Abbey bottom right now. It's going to be on your screen. And again, you got a growl. You're going to see a lot of growls today, friends. And if you don't, you're not paying attention. That's just that's the way it is.
Just open your eyes. They're right there.
Eyes. You may look, but you don't observe. Like it's you should see nothing but. I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of different barrels on the growl. There's been I don't know, man. I don't know why you would not run the Archangel, this one, the big long mega barrel. But again, personal preference. And this is taking a long time to catch this one player. So get out there.
Oh no. Yasuo down and dead.
I hate this building with a passion. For anyone who's ever had the fights here, I mean, this little office area feels like something out of Die Hard. The roof only has like 2 ways to get up there, and it takes a while either way. It's just dangerous. It's just dangerous. It's not a great place to have fights, and I feel like we always get pulled into them. And oh boy, this is an ugly-looking situation right now. Hassan's down. He's bleeding. The legs aren't working like they used to.
He's coming. He's coming.
From my understanding, there's actually only one of them.
Oh my god.
Which is kind of interesting as well. I think this guy's about a 1v3 this squad, which is not a good look. You hear the frustration from the players, but of course, a game is never over. There's a UAV on the floor. Might want to pick that up. He's going to pop it in, and he's going for this 1v1.
Oh, there it is. That was John McClane. He's down. He doesn't quite get to kill everyone upstairs. Little boy, that was a scary one. Now Nesso's got to buy back both his teammates. He's got to get Yasuo, and he's going to get Hassan. And that's a lot of money, man. That's money he don't have.
He just walked past money.
Oh, wait.
He's got his eyes on a different kind of prize. This prize being a player camping in a little shack.
You hope for a kill here, and the kill comes with cash money. Gets the crack.
Oh.
Ooh, just.
Whoa.
Only just. Still. He's got his loadout. It's a good start. Got himself a nice, very fancy golden sniper. That looks incredibly fancy. I actually haven't seen that HDR before.
Hold on, I'm gonna change my
Struggling to find those shots that players by market. But yeah, I mean, this is a tough situation. Again, this building, it feels like it's so out there. It's a trap, man. It's like a black hole. It just sucks you in. It's so difficult to escape from. And now you got to do what you can to get on out of this situation. Cash up, get the boys back. He's left money again. No, man, go back for the money.
I would go for the
Chase the cheddar.
Instead of the
Chase the
bounty,
cheddar.
considering that you're alone.
Yeah, he's looking for this potential bounty, but to pick that up, to find that one kill. Sniping.
God, I love this man
for
so
sure, but he's
much.
trying.
He's
He
going
plays
for
the
it.
game his way.
Could have his teammates muted. Who knows? Crazier things have happened. The amount of times I spend streaming when I'm talking to my squad and I've been muted the whole time, and it happens all the time.
His teammates are pinging all of these bounties like, nah. Asked him.
It's still a very big game, though. A closey T2B here. You see how many kills he's got in the top right. I think that's 18 there. He's down a couple more as well.
Oh yeah, I see him.
That guy's lasered as well.
My God, this thing is a laser beam.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Good recoil control.
The first guy went down so easily, and now the second two, they're praying behind those rocks. They're going to run out of armor plates soon. He's down to one plate, one full intact plate. It looks like the squad's rolled up. Here comes the damage. Nothing but laser beams. And that's what you want. Full 5 plates. Put yourselves in a fight and fit situation. Just keep on rolling. This is a huge game for this team so far.
Nicely done by Cloak.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be number 20.
Guys just have Twitch in their name.
And again, they've got spare cash. It looks like they're around the prison area, farmland as well. Interested to see where this ends. You've seen some of those horrible prison endings where you're underground, you're stuck, you can't get out.
Yeah, I'm gonna laser.
There's a chopper in the sky, but for this team, that is not a problem. They're going to shoot the hell out of it.
Sparks be flying. And that's going to be the kill. I know, I was dead before he even hit the ground.
Let's kill both of them.
Loadouts if they need it. And at this point in the game, if you grab your loadout when you've already got stuff, you can just think about new perks. You can maybe think about restocking these dying moments where there's not a lot of chance for you to get things. And at this point in time, not a problem whatsoever for this team. 21 kills alone for Cloaksy. Last time we checked on Informal and Scump, they both had double-digit kills. I mean, there is 2 people left in this game. They're both individuals. This is over, man. This is an incredibly dominant start for this team.
Yeah. This is, 2 solos, like you said. 16 for Formal now. Those double digits have certainly increased. And you see the position in here, waiting for any of those players to be pushed out of the prison. And again, it's you kind of said that you didn't see as many wins as you thought last time around. Obviously, my first time here, I expect these guys to be picking up multiple.
Oh no!
Closey is down. Where from? I'm not too sure.
Some
He's right on top of him.
in the bushes.
Sitting in a bush with Ghost.
There's the call, and once again, the growl strikes.
And losing Cloaksy there really doesn't matter as long as the rest clutch up, and it looks like there's the dub.
Wow.
Formal
Oh, we
Cloaksy,
can't see.
Sethy Seth.
Oh, come on, Formal.
It
Move
was-
the cam, bro. Move the cam.
It was 20-something from Cloaksy, 17 from Formal. That's 37 just on kills, plus the 25. So we're up to like 42, if I'm doing my math